Hello, Cants. Welcome back to the RR3 podcast. I'm Jack, your host, and I'm joined again by Gab and Jan.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, fam.
That was my best
Wagwan, man.
fucking Australian impression. I
was about
it wasn't even Australian.
Oh, it's a Wagwan 15, yeah, blood.
Yeah, exactly.
I suck at
What's my best Aussie
impersonations.
accent?
I can say Australian pretty well, but that's it. That's the only word that I can do.
Your pretty well was pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
Oi.
Huh.
Oi, cunt.
Aussie.
Let's start.
Aussie Cants, come on.
That's
So,
how's your week's been, Can?
fine, mate.
Yeah, my week's
As
been
usual.
fine, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a typical week.
It's
Had it-
nearly the end.
Yeah, we had a day
We're
off
close
school
to the
Friday.
holidays.
That was pog as fuck, dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
I went all the way to Hastings.
Ooh, what'd you do in Hastings?
Do Hastings things, obviously.
Such as.
Such as battles.
No.
Boring.
Genuinely enough. I just walked around town a bit. It's just for a weekend, just to see friends. It was pretty chill.
So you'd been there before?
Yeah, all the time.
Very cool.
Very often. It's a very cool thing, yeah.
I've never been to Hastings. Actually, where
Me
is
neither.
it on a freaking map?
It's
It's
on south
like-
of England. That's all I know.
Yeah, it's near Brighton, Southampton. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I'm looking on Google Maps.
It's along the coast. I actually sent it to Gab because Gab, you're a bit of a thick.
Oh,
didn't know-
okay.
I
So
didn't know
it's
about
past
Hastings.
Eastbourne.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see what that is.
So it was pretty chill.
Yeah, 'cause
How about you?
Gab,
Either one of
do you want to go first?
Me? Well, this weekend I didn't do much. I continued to work on my project, which it's a program, but I'm not gonna bore you with the details.
But what does said
And
program
that's
do? Or is that top secret for now?
Top secret
Not
information.
top secret. It's just a complicated mess.
But what does
But
it do?
basically,
Okay, mad.
you put in a song of your choice
Oh, that.
or a piece of music, and it gives you out a score with music.
What do you mean a score?
The score to play. You know, musicians
Oh.
read something.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, so the notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah,
You can do that.
that's very
Yeah.
interesting. So it's like kinda Shazam in reverse.
Yeah, basically. Which is a pain in the backside to do. But if it works, that would be useful for me. So that I can have any score I want without paying. Because you usually have to pay for it. But hey,
This
it's
guy.
free real estate.
I guess though you could just. I don't know. I don't know.
Gab, the musician that does technology at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
makes his life easy, making them score things.
I mean, how often do you need a new score?
Every time, like, if you want to play a piece,
How much does what?
That's
How
it.
much does a score cost?
oh, it can cost like 5 to 10 quid.
Per score,
Yeah,
bro. You're being
like
scammed.
7, 9.
You're being
Fam,
scammed.
I usually take the free ones off the internet.
Yeah, dude. I
What's
can
the
go
one?
to YouTube Studio right now. YouTube Creator Studio. And there is so much free stuff. I'm not
got, like,
even
free-
kidding. Audio
got-
library.
Yeah, but what I mean is the score to play. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
to read it.
I know, but still.
Isn't there already like a score thing creator online?
Yeah, but
firstly,
firstly, you have to pay. Secondly, it's fine. And thirdly, I wanted to program something.
Yeah, I guess it's just a challenge, really.
Yeah.
Something to do.
And yeah,
It's pretty.
exactly something to do. Thanks, Jan.
Honestly, programming is the one thing that I really despise doing. I have nothing against people.
Jan
who love
noncing on
programming.
that.
No,
Gab's
no.
hobby.
I have no problem with people who actually like programming, but I've tried it and I found it so boring.
Was it the
'Cause-
teacher though?
No, it's just dull.
No, generally just typing on a computer all day is not.
Like,
Look,
it-
Heiki, what we
it's-
did in school was quite pointless, was it?
yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's fun when you finally get your thing to work. But
it
like,
takes like 3 hours.
It's not that deep.
Not really. It takes 3 hours to do like a little simple thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not that deep. Like, oh wow, yeah, it's not that fun.
I made
It's
numbers
a
go up.
logic. But then you can do things that I'm doing right now if it works.
I mean, has it been
Through
working so
simple
far?
steps. Yeah, I'm like halfway through. Ish. Through the data analysis part of it. Oh my fucking yeah.
How does that
Mhm.
work? What do you need to do? What's the main problem you have to face?
Look, okay. There's two sections for the program. One is the output, which is like literally the score, like drawn, and one is basically recognizing the notes duration, and all of the information. Now I'm doing all of the information part of it, and you have to do some heavy math to find the frequency from a sound. So every sound like has mixed frequencies in them, or this function can allow you to break down a sound into its constituent frequencies.
Oh, so this is like what we were discussing in physics. The one
Yeah.
part that's really hard. That like it's
Yeah.
easy to make waves interfere, but like
Yeah, but to untangle
yeah,
them,
to
it's quite
untangle
hard.
them, unless you have a human ear, it's impossible. Well, not impossible,
Yeah,
but
or you can use this function, which is a pain to understand how it works and how to use it.
but I guess
But
if
yeah.
it works, then that's what counts. But
I
like,
guess
is it done automatically so far? Like, does the fact
it's automatic,
Is-
but you have to do like some weird data thingy, which I
so-
understand.
so you need to actually code the function in?
Yeah, like the function is in, but like the data, you have to present it in a certain way.
Ah. Okay,
So it's a bit of
Yeah.
a mess.
fair
And
enough.
after that, you have to do other stuff, which is still a pain.
Alright, you're gonna have to send me what you've done so far, just so I can see what I've missed
Yeah.
out on by not doing
For the moment, it's
programming
short.
this year.
It's short. It's short.
Short, send me 3 pages of Python.
3,000 lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Honestly, thank God you don't need to use binary anymore. Imagine doing that with binary.
Look. That's the nice thing about
kinda messed
Python.
up.
Look, you know what they used to do? Is they didn't even do binary. They did something a bit easier, which was with like a system based on 16 instead of 10 to count. Like you see, you count up to 10, right?
Yeah.
And then it's 11, 12. Well, this goes up to, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Oh right, yeah, you spoke about that. How does that work? That's so weird. So what happens once you get to number 30? What would a number 30 be?
Fucking hell. Like
3
Two.
0. It stayed the same
no, it's
thing.
like 30 would be 2.
It just goes up to. It's
It'd
still the
just
same
be
thing.
2.
It's just that it just be. You could just do 30. Like
D.
30.
Okay,
yeah.
2D.
It'd
It would be
2D.
2D. Yeah.
That's complete.
20.
That sounds
It
like
would be
complete
30, yeah.
waffle to me.
Okay. Look. Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see.
no,
Let's see.
I
okay?
believe you. I believe you. It's just
Okay, it's fine.
it's such an abstract
It's
concept.
really
for me.
weird. It's really weird. Just because computers count in powers of 2.
Honestly, though, what's just
But yeah, they used to do that. I don't even.
yeah.
want to
What's
get
always
into it.
been mind blowing to me though, is that just computers and everything these days just functions based on whether or not there's an electrical signal. Like everything's
yeah.
either a yes or a no, and it just makes no sense to me how people got from an on or off switch to, I don't know, predicting the
Well-
position of asteroids
well-
in like 200 years time.
As I always do,
It's just
I have a book that explains especially that.
what just
How you go from switches, from really simple switches, to a wedged computer.
Yeah, because like I was making and or gates in Minecraft Redstone, and already that was pretty confusing to me, because it just wasn't working. Because I'm a bit of a retard sometimes.
You
So,
can work and in OR gates.
So
Yeah.
imagine
Noob.
that on just a huge scale on everything that you do,
Uh,
giving you a cohesive output just doesn't make sense to me.
it's yeah.
I was just trying to make a door to my house. But then the game itself is basically just and gates. Or is it or gates? I don't know. You know what
the
I mean.
game?
It's
Like
yes
you
or
can make
no's.
any gate
No, it'd be OR
with
gates.
NAND gates, which is the contrary of a NAND gate. So you can make whatever you want, just based off not and, meaning that
Isn't-
if it's both signals at once, then that's a 0. So it's basically everything that isn't and. Voila.
Okay.
Isn't like the ones and zeros just like an OR gate, where like one means something and 0 means the other.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of OR gates.
Mate, all I know is that we should just appreciate everything we've got.
Oh
Like-
yeah. I'm really glad to be. in the
I'm just
21st
staring at
century.
my
Oh, yeah,
keyboard right
talking.
now. Just the rainbow colors just shifting across. Like that in itself is an achievement to me.
The most random little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to be more grateful. I saw
Well-
that makes us much happier in general.
Let's say that the
Great
first
points.
change was the Morse code, and the guy Morse did it because like his wife died in hospital due to poor communication. Just trivia. I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay.
But hey,
Sick facts.
look,
Sick fact, mate.
the guy from there, we have computers. So look at that progress.
Mhm.
I guess.
Ah,
Okay.
some
What
guy will
about
save
you?
this
What
with
about
porn.
you, Jan? What did you do this weekend?
Now we get to Jan.
Not much to be honest. I went church. That was pretty funny. They basically,
Aren't you atheist?
yeah. But that's the fun part.
What?
Cause mate, I got a free dinner cause my mate's mum paid for the entry.
Wait. So you ate at the church?
Yeah. Because they were doing like some Christmas roast. So
Oh,
that
wow.
was pretty sick. I'm not
Pretty
gonna lie.
dirty.
What's he gonna make? A bad joke?
Well,
I'm not gonna do it.
they basically sucked my dick for a couple hours, you know.
No,
I was like, oh yeah.
No, not bad joke.
I was like, oh yeah, we
Child
need
of
a
God.
table.
You are great.
I was
On
like,
the fact that you're Polish and they were roasting, but
nice. Well done, Gab. First concentration camp joke of RR3 podcast.
I didn't make it.
It took what, 12, 13 episodes? I've lost count. I think it's 13.
Nope, this is like.
I didn't do the joke. I didn't do the joke.
Oh wait, no, wait. Episode.
I've gotten extremely dark.
14.
Oh, mad.
Yep.
Yeah, I delete the episodes. To save on
Okay.
storage, so I don't actually have any number value.
Actually, no, I
Look-
always keep the last one.
Yeah, I just
Look,
leave it to
I-
Gab to do the job.
Look,
But yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting darker recently in my jokes.
That's good, Gab. You're becoming more of an edgelord instead of the nerd.
Crying out loud. Okay.
No, but
Means we're
seriously
growing
though,
up, yeah.
like we asked for a table, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll try getting you a table and some chairs as well." And then a minute later, they come back and like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we don't have any more tables, but we'll make everyone on this table scooch down for you guys, and we'll bring you some chairs."
Isn't that like awkward?
It was so sick. They
What's
they basically sucked our dicks, figuratively. And then
yeah.
and then after, they had a silent
Suck your dicks
disco
literally?
in a
Oh
church,
shit.
and the first one I'd gone to was alright, because they'd actually played good music, but this one was utterly shite.
Did you just say silent disco and then they played music?
Yeah, because it's like
What?
you have headphones.
Oh.
Oh.
So, and there's 3 different channels, so you kind of switch, and yeah.
What's the point then?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's different, you know.
So, so is it just so that one guy walking in just
Wait.
looks at a bunch of people wearing
Wait,
headphones and it's like, what the
To
fuck?
put that in context,
Yeah,
you went to a church to go eat and wear headphones to listen to music.
Yes.
That is so antisocial.
And I was
Yes.
busy asking for chairs when they were doing grace, so I didn't even pray.
Wow.
Wow. They serve you and you don't.
Hey, I got turkey, and it was alright. My mum makes
Hey.
better turkey, but considering it's basically money laundering for the priests, I ain't complaining, man. Mate, every
Okay.
week they buy like £1,000 worth of like fast food. It's insane.
What?
Exactly. Like on Sunday, they did a thing where everyone who goes there gets free Five Guys.
Whoa, what?
My mate had 5 cheeseburgers.
No.
One
that's
cheeseburger costs
bullshit.
£9.
No, that's bullshit. I do not believe in that.
How?
It's true. It's actually true.
That is lit.
It's
I'm
No,
going to
I
church
bet
now,
Five
bitches.
Guys, we didn't have to pay Five Guys. It was free. I do not believe.
They've either got
They-
some banging
Yeah, no,
sponsorship deals.
it's probably extras. No, it's probably just extras because loads of companies give
Yeah.
their extras to church.
Yeah.
It's
I
either
would
that
not
or
believe
it's
it.
like intense money laundering. But like they're being a bit done with it. Instead of buying cars that will gain value, they're just
Not in
buying
food.
food for kids.
How's that augmenting the
I don't know.
value?
It's pretty
Or
sick.
do you want to
They
do
have their own
human trafficking?
podcast. They have their own
Oh, really?
podcast.
What,
I
the
haven't
priests?
listened to it. It's actually the kids who go there. I haven't listened to it. But it sounds
our rival
really
podcast. Our rival podcast is
Yeah,
a bunch
exactly.
of church kids.
RR3 versus HTB podcast.
Oh no.
What's more sad though? We're having an
Mate, so far they've had one podcast and it's been about climate change, so I'm not afraid to diss them.
You got
Is
point.
it? Do they have a cool church rap for climate change?
I don't fucking know, mate. I don't
That'd be pretty
fucking know.
lit.
They have
Yeah,
some
it's
bomb ass
climate change,
t-shirts
we're
though.
gonna save the world.
They have some bomb ass t-shirts.
That's a mad thing. That's a mad thing.
But yeah, but that was only
Okay.
Friday. And then actually
That's
that
a long
was
Friday.
most of my weekend done, to be honest.
Nothing in the
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday.
No, not really.
No.
I just watched YouTube.
Pretty
Oh,
lit.
yes.
Oh,
Wasting
yes.
seconds of your life.
Uh-huh.
Something else. Oh wait, no, I can't talk about that. Yeah, this would be bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know-
we had our GB elections.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's that good.
You know.
We got the expected outcome by the predictions.
Yes, yes. did.
We don't have a political opinion on here
We do not.
unless we feel like it.
keep it for the debate podcast.
We'll keep it for episode 20. Bear that in mind. Once Gab
Yep.
starts uploading again.
For crying aloud. Don't at me.
You better upload the app. I'll kill you.
Scusatemi.
Vaffanculo!
Oh yeah. Ci calmiamo, eh.
Dude, I don't understand
Figlio di
this, but it
puttana.
sounds pretty intense to me.
On se calme, putain. Okay.
Tu
So-
vois, petit con.
Okay,
Oh,
can we
merde.
keep in English?
All
So,
your listeners be like, what
or
the
like, or
fuck
like,
is
fucking
going
Jacques
on?
starts speaking Turkish and Jan started speaking Polish for some reason.
Mad thing.
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Look,
Sociocultural.
look. What I wanted to say from earlier is, what does it mean to reinvent a unit? Because that's what they did with the meter. They redefined the meter and all of the units.
Well, what they're doing is we have super precise measurements these days. So they're just redefining what were kind of arbitrary units by actual precise measurements.
Yeah, but what I mean is that
So it's like a meter
why have they
from
changed a
being
meter?
like, I don't know, a set distance where one day they were like, oh yeah, this is a 1 meter ruler. Now 1 meter is the distance light travels in X amount of seconds.
Oh, actually, sorry,
Can
not
we change
not
the kilogram to a gram, like
look,
as names? Can we
not
shift everything
okay.
by 10
Okay, can I be correct for a couple things? Actually, sorry, Jan, but a second is the distance, is the time it takes light to make a meter, to travel a meter. It's the other way around.
No.
Yeah.
Light doesn't
100%.
travel 1 meter in 1 second.
No.
Or is X amount of
it takes
meters?
the light.
Oh, X amount of
Yeah.
meters.
Yeah. Which is 297 million. And the
Yeah,
rest.
a ridiculously tiny number.
Okay. Now,
Okay, fair enough.
the meter has been defined by a clapped constant. We're gonna start in physics, but I'm not gonna mention it here. Okay? Because it's something like 6.67 times 10 to the minus 23.
I'm not
Something along those
any
lines.
of this.
I thought that
Okay.
the meter was meant to be the distance from the equator to the North Pole in a straight line divided by some number.
Yeah.
But then they got the measurement wrong.
Exactly.
So that's
But what I like about
well
the
done.
basis of a metric system is that usually it's centered around the most vital thing we need, water. So we know that 1 meter cube of water is 1 ton,
Mhm.
and we also know that for water to freeze, it's 0 degrees.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's most of the units. But a second is arbitrary. But it comes from like ancient civilizations. That's why it's based on 60. Like degrees. That's why they're based on 360. They're all based on Babylonians, I think. But yeah, they usually make sense. That's my point.
Low-key, don't care. I just want to change the kilogram to the gram, so it makes everything.
No, because
so much
1
simpler.
gram.
What
It's too small.
what
That's the
he
problem
means
of a
is you just
kilogram.
shift everything up by 10
Power
to
of
3
10 times 10
for
to 3, yeah.
for
Yeah, exactly.
for mass. Which I guess
And,
would make
like-
sense, but it would just be a pain in the bum.
it
It's
makes
basically
sense.
now all fundamental units are based on constants of a universe.
If you
That's
mean
it.
base units.
But Jack, going off your suggestion, right? You would want 1 ton to be equal to 1 kilogram. That's gonna sound
Yeah.
really weird. I guess in like
It's
100
going
years
to, but
time,
then, yeah,
it would be fine. But still,
it makes
I don't
so
know.
much more sense. Like
But look,
You
it's
can
milligram.
start a petition.
actually I have something which is more
it's like
confusing.
people would no.
about
It's like
changing
people want
units.
to change the calendar to like.
Oh yeah,
shift
13
it by a
months
bunch
of
of
29 days or something. Or
Oh,
yeah,
what?
No,
I don't
not
know.
that. I saw this on a Kurzgesagt video. We talked about this last episode, where like people want to change it by 10,000 years, like add
No, we didn't.
10,000 years,
Oh yeah, I can't remember why.
because
But-
there was so much more that happened in human civilization
Oh, yeah.
10,000 years before
Yeah,
zero.
Yeah, but
Or
we
you
have
could
a
say
negative
0.
years. Bear that in mind.
yeah. Or BC, before Christ. So
Yeah.
I guess that counts.
Yeah, but no.
But anyways, something I find even more confusing than changing units is changing currency. What I mean is that imagine you're in France in 1990 and you're paying with francs.
Yeah.
Okay?
Franks.
Now you're in Europe and you have to pay with euros from 2001.
Okay.
Everything changes. You used to for like 1 franc is 1 baguette.
Psych, not anymore.
Now it's €1 for 1 baguette, which is 2 francs or something like that. So like prices just get so weird. Like all proportions just get clapped.
I don't think it's that bad, you know.
Like
I think you just get used to it.
because my point is that
It'll take
my
a couple
we're
parents
months.
past
were like
that
in
age.
Italy. Like my parents were in Italy, like before Europe,
Mhm.
and they used this currency called lire, which is also in
Yeah.
Turkey right now.
Lira, yeah, Turkish lira, still used.
So, but things were so different. Like 50 cents or 2,000 lira
Mhm.
were able to buy you were like
That's the
pocket money.
equivalent of 500 quid.
Not Turkish ones, but like
Well,
Italian
no,
ones.
not anymore. Not anymore. Now it's 250.
They were like pocket money, but now 50 cents, you do nothing with them. You see my point?
Yeah, but that's also due to inflation.
Yeah.
Like, just look at the price of Freddos, man.
Bro, how cheap is stuff in like Poland or Italy?
Poland's way
Oh.
cheaper as a country. They earn less.
Quite cheap,
But,
sometimes.
How much does your apple cost? Like way cheaper, right?
An apple.
I-
Like in England, how much does an apple cost?
depends where you
50
get it.
60 cent p, yeah.
50p maximum,
50p?
because it's not like, except if you're really searching for it.
No, if you buy it like a single one at a time, it's
Like
50p,
average.
But if you buy it in bulk, then it's
No,
much.
Like, no, we're not talking about bulk. I think on average,
Then buying a single one, I think it's like 50p.
I think in Italy, what, 10 cents.
Damn.
Like,
That's a lot.
Like
Yeah.
if you go to the local market.
Yeah,
No,
but
the
local
supermarket.
markets are different though.
Yeah, not supermarket is like
Nope.
in England.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah.
For Turkey, it's like way cheap.
All I know is that in Poland, they earn less, but everything costs less,
Oh yeah, it's
and everyone's
readjusted.
just happier overall. That's about it.
Everyone's poorer though.
Um,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're not
but-
poorer
yeah, but
Because,
they're
like,
all
they're-
relatively the same. Like,
because
there's no
if-
huge divide like there is in
Yeah.
the UK, where there's loads of rich people, but also loads of broke people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, talk about inequality. I bought this
Nope.
book. Okay, no.
Nope. There's a big no button
I was
on
just
inequality. Nope.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna get that. And I was just gonna reinsert another
Politics.
book.
Politics. Press. No.
But yeah,
Exactly.
that's my topic, I guess.
Fair enough. You know, that was a decent idea.
Yeah. yeah. Hey
Meanwhile,
guys, there's also income inequality. Joking.
meanwhile, last week, and I just remembered this actually during the podcast. Last week, I think it was last week. I don't know. I saw a really interesting video by Matt Diverge. He kind of does videos which is just he tries stuff out for 30 days at a time, and then he does a video on it about how it
I think I
impacted
see what
him
you mean.
and whether he'll keep doing it or not. So he's done like cold showers for 30 days, meditating for
Okay,
30 minutes
yeah.
every day for 30 days.
What did you watch? I think I see who you
He's
talk
actually done 2 separate videos that I want to discuss today that are both super interesting. The first
Okay.
one, which has impacted me, kind of, and that I know will impact me a lot more in the future, was called Watch This
Oh, you
Video
didn't know
Before
that,
You
did
Die. No, not NoFap.
about. Yeah, like actually,
Fuck that.
Heiki, we're gonna talk about NoFap too.
But this video was called Watch This Video Before You Die. And
Mhm.
it was a video about a group of people who'd made a bucket list of just weird things that they wanted to do before they died. And they just did what they wanted to do. And I don't know, I just found it really inspiring. Like, for example, one of the things they had was play basketball with Barack Obama. And they did it. Which I think's pretty cool. So I don't know, I just felt inspired and encouraged to make my own bucket list for the next decade.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
I'm going to
And-
Saudi Arabia with Trump. That's my bucket list. now.
And I think that everyone should kind of do that. Because it's just such a great idea. It gives you goals to do.
Well, what I was
And it's
gonna-
just
what
stuff
I
that you
will
want
start,
to do.
Like, I will start doing something not along the same lines, but along the same lines of like life in general, I was gonna keep, as weird and maybe lame as it can be sound, a diary. Because hear me out.
That is
Hear me
quite
out.
interesting.
My reason is that I like days go by and I have fun or whatever happens, but then like 4 weeks later I cannot reminisce. Like I cannot remember the particular day and what I did particularly, or how I felt particularly, and that's the thing that actually annoys me, because I'm like, I lived that day, I remember that I lived that day, but it seems
But
that I did not.
you don't remember what happened.
Yeah, like it's like the day I haven't lived it, but I did.
Honestly, that sounds like my entire childhood. I'm just told things happened, and I sometimes see videos, but that's it.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna happen in like 20 years time, where people are gonna tell you stuff from like high school.
Yeah, I know, but it's like when I went to Poland, for example, I went to places that I hadn't been to in 13 years at least, 14 years. I was 2 the last time I went there,
Yeah.
and I'd seen videos of the place and stuff, and I was told that I really liked it there, and I really loved the people, and I was like, who on earth are you guys? and they were my
but
family.
that really
Bear that
depends
in
the
mind.
age.
They were my family.
I heard in 20 years, like, you actually just remember stuff from high school at this point. Like, my mum tells me that, oh yeah, she remembers everything from this age.
Oh, maybe you know why? Because our apex, intellectual apex, is around 16, meaning we're smart as ever when we're 16.
I feel like these days I'm remembering a lot of things. Like, fine, not many tiny details, but like
Yeah, the main stuff.
the main things that actually have an impact on me, or that I find funny, or just interesting. Honestly, Gab, you've inspired me to start writing a diary. Honestly.
Thank you, and I hope I inspired someone else too.
Yeah, and
Because yeah, that's
make
what
a
I'm doing
bucket list.
since New Year's.
I'm gonna do the bucket list thing. That sounds interesting.
Because yeah,
The bucket list thing. Let me open up mine. Because
Time to write some.
yeah, steal
This
some
is what we
ideas
do on the
if you like.
podcast now.
Well, no, I have,
discover
for example,
ourselves.
first thing I've got, go to a movie premiere. That's pretty sick.
That's a good one.
Ooh, see the Northern Lights. Those look sick.
That's also
Okay.
pretty lit.
okay.
Oh, you just gave me an idea. Go to Antarctica. I've always wanted to do that.
Antarctica.
Oh, I
Thing
saw
is, I've
such
got-
a
I've got-
cool documentary.
I've got the
on, like,
boring ones that
Antarctica.
everyone's got. I've got skydiving, visit every continent,
Look,
go on a road
what
trip.
Bruh, that's so lazy.
I have like a couple ones.
Yeah.
One is visit China and Japan, just because I love Asia. Just I'm really interested in their culture.
Yeah, they have attractive girls
And
as well.
the second one. Well, let's not get into that because no. Okay.
Go to Antarctica. Have a free
And the second one is go hiking in like in a mountainous range,
Oh,
in like a
well,
forest, and just me, and maybe someone, but like one person.
It's
for, like, a
definitely
week.
better to not go alone, just in case
No,
something
no.
happens.
No,
Never
like-
go alone.
No, yeah, okay, not alone, but like me with like 2-3 people maybe.
Yeah, in a small group.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like just in peace in a
Yeah.
forest, just walking.
Yeah,
chilling.
I've got climb a mountain on mine. Just any
Because
mountain.
I
Obviously, it'd
love
be
that.
cooler to climb a tall one.
I would go to
but-
like the Alps.
hmm
That's where I would go.
Honestly, a good
Because I
place
just
to
love it.
start is just in the UK, just Ben Nevis or something. Actually, that's Scotland, I think.
Yeah,
But still,
far.
it's
Like,
still pretty close.
it's Scotland.
Yeah, but they speak.
Mate.
Actually, you speak Italian and French, so that's like 2/3 of the Alps.
Yeah,
But
and just
I don't know.
just not all of it, but just
Okay,
I don't
what
know,
would
I
be
just
an
find it really
interesting amount
interesting.
of time to go camping for?
1 week.
not winter.
Depends where.
Not
2
winter.
weeks.
That's all I'm saying.
Depends where, honestly, and what do you mean by camping? Because it's like
Look, Jan,
it can be a
whatever
really
you say-
eye-opening experience.
Yes, but Jan, whatever you say, winter, no. Except if you want to really see the landscape in winter, not in winter.
Yeah, obviously you're gonna do it
You're
like
gonna
in
die.
summer or something.
Or you're not gonna enjoy it. Or
Well,
somewhere like
it's- honestly,
spring.
thing is, during
Okay.
winter it might be even better. It depends why you're doing it. If you're doing it for
Yeah.
comfort, fine, do it during summer. But like, if you're doing it to have an experience that you will remember for the rest of your life, do it during winter, 100%. Just
Why
because you'll have to overcome challenges such as the cold, and that's just going to leave an impact on you.
Yeah.
In my mind,
see.
I've never been camping before, but in my mind, if I just want to have a good time, I'm gonna go during summer.
Okay.
But if I want to
Remember
the
it.
experience to change me, there's no debate. It has to be winter.
Okay.
Honestly, the most fun thing I have on my bucket list is to make a marble run through my house. I saw a
Really?
tiny video on this guy just making a marble run, and it's just, I really want to do it now, but do
Fair
it
enough, I
better.
guess.
And then I obviously want to have my own Guinness World Record, because who doesn't? There's probably some
Heikki,
really easy ones
look.
to beat.
Look, I did want to, but then I realized that like it doesn't
No, it's
change
like
a thing.
It's
Like,
super
my point-
cringy.
No, it's not really
Like having the weirdest thing, like who was able to eat the most melons in the shortest amount of time. Like,
No, what I mean
fuck.
is that like I lost a little bit the love with Guinness World Records just because of the reality of it. Because
A
if
lot
you,
of them are abstract.
I'm not dissing anyone. I'm just giving my opinion. But if you're that desperate to be remembered for something, but you're gonna do something really or nonsensical or pointless to just be in a book,
I agree, honestly.
it loses its charm.
Oh, what was that weird one? Oh yeah, most nuts cracked open with headbutts or something. And it's just like some Chinese
but-
guy bashing his head against the table for 20
It's-
minutes.
At that point, I find it just saddening of how people just want to be remembered for something at all costs.
Yeah, I know, but still. Like,
Yeah, no, I see.
obviously I wouldn't
But
go
that's-
to those lengths, but like, just something that isn't necessarily extraordinary, but that I know that I can beat and that I actually do manage.
Eating the most mayonnaise in 1 minute.
Oh, I hate mayonnaise. That's vile,
That's
dude.
monka-esque, bro.
Yeah, that's actually vile. Okay, I'm actually gonna add start a diary
Look at that.
to this.
I'm actually gonna start it from like since New Year's.
No,
Just-
because obviously you're right. Like,
No, start now. Just write it and then
No,
just
no,
start
no, just
what you
because,
have.
like, no, I want to start from New Year's so that it's
Why?
consistent.
The
honestly,
time is now. Don't always give yourself a. This is
No,
what I don't
also
like
because
doing. Is like
I do not have diaries right now.
New Year's
So-
resolutions
I'm
are
waiting
the
just
biggest
for
bullshit.
Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it exactly
100%.
like every day it should be your New Year's.
That being
resolution.
said,
Yeah.
it is in some way a slight motivator. But most of the people who actually have New Year's resolutions, after a couple weeks, they're done.
Oh yeah.
They're just done.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Like
probably
if you have a
better-
resolution, you're not gonna wait New Year's. You're just
Exactly.
gonna be, I'm gonna do it since now. Fuck it.
honestly,
Hey, good job, Gab.
the best way
Oh, man.
to actually motivate you to do something is to just count it down in your head. If you wanna, I don't know, start working out, tidy up your room, and then if you're still procrastinating, just go 3, 2, 1 out loud, and you'll instantly just be like, okay, I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna do it now, I'm gonna get it over and done with, and then tomorrow I'll do the same thing.
Okay.
It has worked
I-
for me in the past,
Has it? Okay. Fair enough.
Until I got
I'm gonna
lazy.
keep in mind.
but still, it really helps to do the countdown thing in your head.
Okay.
Or out loud,
Fair
sorry. I guess in your head still works, but out loud kind of has more of an impact. It's more like a rocket launch than anything.
Yeah. Fair
Okay,
enough.
I've got a pretty good list already here.
Alright.
Go to Antarctica. Have a foursome. Race across Africa.
Love
Go
that.
camping
Love
for
number
2
two.
weeks. Learn to speak a total of 5 languages. Invent a language with at least 1,000 words.
Invent a
Have
language.
1 million. Yes.
Look.
Have at least
Words.
1 million in my bank account and visit every country in Europe.
What's the time
Fair
frame?
enough.
Is it 2020?
No, like
Or
I
sorry,
love
my whole
how-
life.
Oh,
My whole
No,
life,
okay.
mate.
Because mine's just for this decade.
Jacques,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
for the foursome bit, you should
Yeah.
have put like in the middle, like between like camping and like visiting for countries, because it would have been way more comical to be like, oh, that's so inspiring, and be like, have a foursome.
Honestly, I nearly wrote just fucking a porn star on the mine. Just
That's a
'cause
good one.
That's a
No,
really
I don't
good one.
find that good.
But the thing is, if I want to show this to my parents, I can't
Ah, yeah.
really include it. So there's a couple things I omitted from it.
Such as.
Trying ayahuasca with a shaman in like South America.
A what?
That would like Vsauce did on his YouTube channel.
A
That
what?
would probably be sick.
Wait, what is it, Jan? I didn't get
Do
it.
you not know
You
what
just gave-
ayahuasca is?
No.
Meditate with famous monks.
You know what DMT is, right?
Yeah.
It's that, but in a drink, and people indigenous to South America have been doing it for thousands of years, and you can still do it with shamans there. So I just feel like it would just be something different, you know, that most people don't get to do.
Yeah, okay,
What is
fair
it?
enough.
Wait, what is it? Because this sounds lit.
I'll just
Jacques just copy and pastes it into his list.
ayahuasca.
Look,
I think it's
high
spelled like that.
key. That sounds lit.
It's just something I want to do, but obviously it's
Like,
not something I can put on the list in case I want to show it to my parents.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca. Okay.
Not a great.
But let's
not a
be
great
clear,
idea.
we're not endorsing the assumption of these substances.
That being said, they are pretty safe.
Learn how to
physically
do
at
Krav
least.
Maga.
But
That's a good one.
research everything you take. We cannot stop you. But do your research. And don't be a retard.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm going to say.
Especially part 2.
Especially if they're dangerous.
Yeah. No heroin, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can say
or
what you
es-
want.
And especially if they're really addictive.
Yeah. Just number 1 rule. Anyways.
Anyway, as I said before, there were 2 Matt Divella videos that really inspired me. The second one, I wouldn't say it's inspired me to actually do what he does in the video. Although it kind of
I
has. It's
think
made me
a few-
curious. Although I was curious. Okay, weirdest coincidence ever. I heard of the thing he'd made a video on like a week before, and I was in the middle of researching it when he made that video.
That's-
Biggest coincidence ever. I
that's
was
weird,
pretty
yeah.
impressed.
What is it
So
then?
yeah, as I said, it is something I would like to try doing,
You're hyping this too much.
but I would
No,
also
look,
say
this
that
is
there's an
low-key
interesting
really
debate to be had about whether
Yeah,
it's
do you want to
entirely
continue for the past
scientific or
like
not.
10 minutes? Come on!
So anyway,
it's
he
about
made
meat.
a video on breath work, and
What?
to any person it just sounds like, oh yeah, they're just breathing, you know. But
yeah, that's a bit.
there is a type of breath work called holotropic breath work, or circular breathing, where you basically hyperventilate for an hour.
Hyperventilate.
Yes,
That seems dangerous. That's dangerous, you know.
it's not that dangerous. No one's died from it. But
Okay.
basically,
Oh, that makes you high though.
that is my point. People have reported that they have had out-of-body experiences doing this. They have seen dead relatives.
Look, can I
They've
be,
experienced it as more powerful than any psychedelic.
fam, can I be honest?
hmm
That sounds a lot like Nos to me, but the other way around.
Do you think that? Okay,
Low key, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Instead
Because
of
you-
like lacking
instead-
oxygen, you take
you-
too much.
yeah, exactly.
but you
For
don't
too
see
long time.
dead relatives.
Yeah, that fucks up with your brain. 100% it does. It like too much oxygen does fuck up with your brain.
Yes. So now that being said, there's a part of your brain that just blocks out excess information, right? We're all aware of that.
Yeah.
Your brain fills in most of the stuff, but also omits a lot.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
when
cut
you're
out
in
half
class,
of what you said
for
there.
example, when you're in class and you're really bored and you don't listen to the teacher and just the person in front of you.
Exactly, you can just zone out.
Yeah.
You just choose to not hear half the stuff.
I don't choose, it just comes by.
Subconsciously, you choose.
Exactly.
No, of course I don't. I like genuinely sometimes I want to listen and I just can't. I'm just daydreaming instead.
But anyway, so what if when you just hyperventilate, right? You have it just kind of deactivates that part of your brain, and then you just
You mean
see actual life
Wait,
how it is.
wait. You mean that we constantly ignore dead relatives,
Yeah,
but
what
like in
if
front of us?
ghosts exist? I'm sorry,
That's an
but
interesting conjecture.
it's just it's the
What the
it's
fuck are they
same-
doing in my room? Get the fuck out.
Exactly. Why are they watching me in my room?
That's kind of
Watching-
creepy. Did you see what I was doing an hour ago? What? What?
Watching perverse. Watching.
Bro, that was some pretty vile shit,
No,
and you stuck around to what's
just-
that? Oh.
No, like in Japanese, you know what perverted is.
Hentai.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it would be an interesting thought experiment. What if all these things people see, while on, I don't know, psychedelics or whatever, what if they're actually real? Just our brain
So you mean-
consciously
but, like-
blocks it out because it's too much information for us to process.
Could you prove it though? No.
I guess if you
Actually-
got someone to do breath work inside of
I
an
can
MRI,
Count-
you could see the parts of their brain that kind of activate. And then
I
maybe
guess.
if
Yes, but I think just some people, when they hyperventilate, see more stuff.
I think it would be interesting to do an actual scientific test.
Let's carry out an experiment, shall we?
Yes, let's carry out an experiment. Let's get to
That sounds
medical.
Hi,
mad.
Key. Hi, Key. Look, I don't think I talked about it last time, but I have just a theory on how dreams work.
Mhm.
So first off, have you ever had a déjà vu?
Yeah, all the time.
Deja vu.
All the
Running
time.
around at this place
Yeah?
before. Yeah.
All the time. Even with people
Well-
who I've
See the
never met
future.
before.
Well, every time I have a déjà vu,
Mhm.
I feel that I dreamt it. Like I dreamt it. Like I
Yeah.
remember dreaming about it.
Or that
Yeah,
it
that's
actually
how I
happened.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my theory is
Uh-huh.
every time you dream, but you do not remember your dream,
You saw
it's
the
because
future.
because it's gonna happen in a déjà vu, like in the future, and you're gonna remember just a second before it happens. Everything that you do remember, it's never gonna happen, or the opposite is gonna happen.
So how does that
For
work?
example,
Have you ever caught yourself in a deja vu to predict the rest of it?
Yes. I
yes.
have had that.
It's,
It's so weird.
Like for example, right? I can give you a couple examples with me. I dreamt that I had a bad grade.
Uh-huh.
Various times. Like I had like a pretty bad grade on a test I thought I didn't go well to. The next day, I had
Bad
a
grades
really
gets
high
90%.
score.
Uh-huh.
That happened more than once. Another dream was that two people were getting together. Turns out it never happened.
Honestly, you have weird dreams, man. You're dreaming of getting shite grades on tests. Do you know what I dream of?
No, that once. Okay, lucid
I know, I'm
dreams are the
jo-
best,
I'm
by the
joking.
way.
yeah, that's
I'm
kind of.
I get really strange dreams, like just stuff
That's the
doesn't
point.
make sense.
That's the point. It's not gonna happen.
I had a
but how
dream that
absurd
my
it is.
chemistry teacher gave me drugs.
Exactly. Is that
In
gonna
class.
happen?
That is
Is
lit.
that gonna happen?
Just in the middle of class here.
Like,
yeah, and I got
like,
some
think of
extra cocaine over. Do you want some?
Nah, cause,
think of it,
the don in my dream was like, yeah, you look a bit
Yeah.
tired today. Have some Adderall. and,
What's that?
and I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, no. this isn't dodgy shit. Why should I trust you?
But
What
yeah,
do you mean?
like,
I
is
would,
it-
in
I
this
would,
example,
I
like-
trust the chemistry teacher.
like
Yeah,
in
to be
this
fair.
example, like it's not gonna happen. But even more realistic scenarios,
Mhm.
it's not gonna happen.
That's
Like-
I guess. Honestly, deja vu is weird.
Deja vu.
It's
Running
fucking weird.
Na 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 na.
Running through the 90s.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. I just remember the last time I experienced deja vu. I felt like I'd remembered an event happening, and I was like, oh yeah, my friend is going to call me right now. And then the moment I remembered that, the exact person I was thinking of phoned me. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's pretty
Look,
weird. That's
when I
whack.
have a deja vu and I have to talk, I literally do it on purpose so that I say the same words I did in the deja vu. Because I'm very like, I know what to say. I know what to do.
Dude,
I
I
know
just
what
I
we're
just
gonna
think
answer.
there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
When that
Do you-
happens,
talking
however, I
about
always
these-
have the feeling
yeah.
I dreamt of it.
Yeah, talking about these whole like predictions and stuff like that. Have you ever gotten like you're you're thinking of a song or something,
Mhm.
and someone starts singing it, and you're like, what?
No,
Or
not
like you
that
start
much.
or you start singing at
Look,
the same
we
song at the
talked
exact
about, like-
same time.
We talked about like
Not
this
really.
kind of stuff, like bad coincidences with me on last podcast on how I like some rappers, and as soon as I like them, I die.
Oh yeah. Every
That's
time
great.
I
Gab likes a
started
rapper,
to like
they die.
XXXTentacion.
That's
The
great.
next fucking day, he gets shot.
No way. Was it genuinely the next day?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I really like his music. I'm looking
That's
forward for like a cool new album or something. He get,
That's so
I was
bad.
so fucking sad.
His music
Juice-
was too edgy for my taste.
Juice won. Well, okay. The guy, I was thinking about him the other day. I was
It's
like,
made for edgy.
oh, I'm wondering when he's gonna drop a new album because I actually quite enjoyed some of his music.
Mhm.
Maybe he's gonna do like something a bit along the lines of like lucid dreams or something like that. The next day, try to guess what happened.
He has a fucking seizure.
Exactly. But I just have to stick around with my classical music because we're already dead. But not gonna happen anything to them.
Hey,
are
you
they?
can't die twice.
Yet.
You don't know that yet. Yeah. You can
But yeah.
die in the next life.
Like I was, I'm not gonna enjoy rap anymore.
Mhm. But anyway, going back to breath work, I just want to finish the topic off real quick.
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this on my own, even though they say not to. Just in bed before going to sleep.
Mhm.
I don't even think I lasted 10 minutes because have you ever experienced pins and needles in every single part of your body?
Oh my fucking god.
No.
I had
No.
pins and needles in my teeth.
What?
Well, like, wait, did you have pins and needles like all everywhere?
I had
the
pins
same
and
time?
needles like in the back of my mouth, everywhere in my entire body at the same time. It was such a
Why?
weird thing. So I told myself after a bit it wasn't going away, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stop myself right here, and I'm gonna just wait until I've actually got someone to just supervise me. Because I don't know where this is gonna go, and this is already getting kind of scary.
Okay, fair. Like once, I tried, just out of curiosity, like some meditation. Okay, and I was like, this once, I was like late at night,
Mhm.
and I don't know why, but I went on this like frequency thing, right? You know, sometimes you find that like 432 hertz frequency meditation thing or something like that.
No,
And I was,
but
okay.
okay.
That's bullshit. No, like I went there just, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Keep going.
And I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. Let me try it out real quick just to prove it wrong.
Mhm.
And I had such a weird out of body sensation for like 2 minutes. I don't know if I was dreaming or not. Like, you know when you're like in between?
Lol.
But
The,
I could
the
see
scientist
myself
tries to prove something wrong,
out.
proves it right.
And like I was feeling to go outside, but I wasn't really of my body. So I was like, it was so weird, such a weird sensation. Where I was like, nah,
Honestly,
CBA, and
honestly,
just went to sleep.
people shit on pseudosciences and just quote unquote bro science, but some of the time it's just, it has a really weird way of being real.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of it is placebo effect. Like, if you think about it.
I feel
could
like,
make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
most of it, yeah. Or it could be like other factors that
But some
play
of it,
into it.
like I think I mentioned already, meditation isn't. It has been proven to have effects, positive effects on mental well-being. Similarly,
Well, yeah, it makes you stop and think. For a bit.
yoga too. Like, however, things like acupuncture isn't. It does nothing. It's all placebo, 100%.
Mhm.
So it's
I've
all-
been to a spa and it made my skin real soft. That was a placebo.
Okay.
I guess.
you
but
you,
what's that
you got
for?
us, Jack. You got us.
That was
Well, yeah.
pretty good.
That was just my note on that one.
But yeah, no, I tried. I already discussed this. I tried meditating. It's not for me. Maybe writing
like
a
it.
diary is.
No,
That's what I want
meditating
to
is
see.
actually kind of sick.
It,
I'm just.
it's
But yeah,
situational.
you have to do it every day though.
Yeah,
It's
obviously.
literally what it just reminds me of class though. I do the same thing.
As I said in the previous podcast, meditating is very situational. In the right moments, it's the best thing ever. But just day-to-day life, not for me.
Fair.
If I remembered
fair
to do it, I would do it all the time.
Then
Like-
do it all the time,
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
I remember to do
bro.
it,
Get Headspace.
We're gonna remember.
I've already used it.
Pay
Just
for
for free
a month,
fire.
bro. Pay for a month.
Nah, man.
If you
Ugh.
do something for 21 days in a row, it becomes a
Exactly.
habit.
Exactly.
I mean, I did
So
it
just-
for like a week.
Just keep
That's
it for
not
21
days. Yeah. Get
I'm
1
feeling-
month
I'm feeling that
subscription
for
for
the diary,
Christmas.
if I can manage 21 days, I should be good. But it has to be in a row. So that's the thing that like scares me. Is that I don't know if I can manage to do it.
I feel
all
like the
in a row.
one part that would probably stop me from doing a diary is just like, if I have a really dull day where absolutely nothing happens,
You can describe just your feelings,
there's just
or just like
yeah, but I would just
There was always
but what would
something
probably
happening.
happen is just I'd go, oh yeah, there's nothing to write about really.
and you can
And then I
write
wouldn't
a thought
write.
of yours.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't end up writing. And then the day after that, I'd be like, oh yeah, I didn't write yesterday, you know, I'll write tomorrow. And then I just put it off forever until I forgot.
Well, I mean, my way out of those situations
Mhm.
is that because the diary,
Write something.
this diary is to remember stuff, and also part of it is to avoid those kind of days because I want to make every day memorable.
That is
Because-
true. That is true.
So that you can learn, like by doing the diary. Oh, well, this wasn't memorable. I should have done this, this, and this.
Mhm.
Should have talked to that person, or I should have tried this new food.
Yeah, I guess. To be fair, one thing that I'm definitely gonna do, and this is, I guess, sort of in a way a New Year's resolution, but I feel like it makes the most sense to actually do it on New Year's, is to just take a selfie, which I've basically never done before,
Ah, yeah,
every
you told us
single
about it.
day. I'm going to try it for 10 years, and then
Oi.
I'll-
Oi, 10 years.
I'll probably do it for another 10 after that.
That's mad.
But I feel like it's also something that when I eventually have kids, just from the day they're born, just take a picture of them every day.
I
And
saw
eventually make a compilation. Yeah, people are saying like, oh yeah, what was it? Take
think it was
videos
from,
or
like,
something. Yeah,
from
film
0 to
videos
18.
or something and send stuff to an email that you give them access to when they're 18. That's not a bad idea, you know?
that. But how do you
Being
know
good
into
at-
like
being a good
30 years, email is a thing?
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be logistically possible, really.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but then
It
your
will
kid's gonna start
probably
getting pissed at
disable
you for taking
your account.
pictures of him all the time.
well, no, because eventually I'd be like, hey, this is something I started. You know, it would be pretty cool if you kept it going, because you're not going to get
Do you
this time
think your
back.
5-year-old son cares?
No, obviously, no, but once he gets a bit older and actually starts getting pissed.
I mean,
Once they want to start breaking the mold. Because kids until they're what, like 12, they'll just do anything you tell them. Especially if you're their dads.
That's
What?
not true.
Really?
No, like what Jan means is that they will at least believe or trust the parents 100%.
They'll trust your
of the times.
decisions. Yeah, until
They
they
will,
become
like,
teenagers.
Yeah, where
Ugh,
they
man.
can put in questions.
I'll have to disagree on that, but okay.
I don't know.
You
That was my
sure?
experience growing up.
Me too.
I feel like a lot
Virtually.
of no, I feel like a lot of kids, at least I hung around with, wouldn't always do what their parents told them to do.
No, not like
Even me.
mundane stuff. Like relatively important stuff. Or stuff that they say it's for your good. Or you don't have to do that. Or things along those lines.
No, eat your vegetables. It's for your own good.
That's what about
Nah!
Sunday. And still though, if you didn't at all, they would get mad and you would do it.
No. Even if they got mad, I wouldn't.
Or you're
I don't know.
terrible
A lot of
person.
to me, a lot of the kids I was around were like that as well.
Fair enough.
Okay, me
I
too,
don't know. I
actually.
just ate my vegetables, mate.
Well, I still don't. So
That's why me and Jack are fatter than you, Jan.
Nice. I'll take that as a compliment.
yeah,
I guess,
but
yeah.
who is taller?
Yeah, but that's even more tragic, Jack.
What do you mean?
Aren't I taller? No.
No, I'm
Because-
taller.
Yeah,
He's taller.
Jack's pretty tall, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I swear,
And
with
I
all
don't
the
eat more
description
veggies.
we give, people should be able to know each one of us just by one picture. Fair?
What?
If we take just a picture of us three, people would know who's who.
No, they wouldn't. People confuse me
Shababa?
with you, Gab, a lot. for
No,
some
because the
reason.
tallest one is Jackman.
Yeah.
What about the rest? Well, we know that the two people are
The one who
relatively
wears
more
glasses.
fat.
The one who wears glasses is
No,
Jan.
no,
the
no,
fat,
no.
The fat shorter
Just with
one is
this
Gab, and the
episode.
fat taller one is me.
Short. I'm like 2 centimeters shorter, but like 1
Bro, you're
centimeter
tiny.
and a half.
What do you mean?
What you mean? What
Gab's
you're
not that tiny, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm-
I feel like he's tiny.
I'm average. Oh, oi, Jacques, stop it.
You'll both have small dicks, though.
The real question is
says the
how you
Polish
know,
man.
Jan. How do you know?
Oh, because
Exactly.
small dick energy.
Because you gay. Because you gay.
Small dick energy.
What do you mean?
I'm so funny, aren't I?
Really? 100. Oh, yeah.
got big dick energy. You get me, blood.
I think we're diverging a little bit now.
What do you
We're
mean?
forgetting it is a podcast.
I have no idea what you're on about.
I think
Okay.
it's the time to wrap things up.
I disagree. So, how's your week been?
Oh yeah, cool. You know, I've been doing this program.
Okay.
Relapses.
Oh well.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
said
I think this is
we're
a
gonna
good
wrap
point to end
things
the
up.
podcast.
Are you sure? I'm
Ja-
really debating over this.
I don't know,
Okay,
Jack. Do
I'm
you have
gonna wrap it up,
anything
it's fine.
interesting to say?
No, it's just that I don't know. I just wanna
Guys.
just be an absolute dickhead.
Exactly. Come on, wrap
And
it up.
hold up.
I'm
Okay.
waiting for you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening to the RR3 podcast. Make
And
sure
the
to check
cuckold.
out our social media, subscribe, like, comment, give us feedback, and I don't know. Make sure to check
That's
out the website because it's pretty litty.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do this.
Pretty
Thank
cool.
you for listening. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys. I was whispering. What the fuck? No. I'm disappointed, Shaq.